Greetings, mortals, and welcome back. To my Magic 8, that's what we're doing. I figured it out.
I'm not tired, you're tired. Hey, Amber Witcher. Doing good. Things are going pretty okay here. Pretty okay. Let's take a look at the patch notes, because they just patched like 2 minutes ago. Okay, so Arms Master and Unarmed both grant 2% speed at Mastery now. Previously it was only GM. Fixed map, sometimes spawning less monsters. Gold from chest is now bolstered. Unarmed damage increased by about 50%. Okay. HP, SP, and chance sometimes capping at 999. Fixed a bug that was preventing two of the same base enchants. Interesting. Only on new game. Interesting. Monster dropping reagents and stuff like Naga pelts now have 80% less chance to probably very good. That's probably a very good change. Hey, Malekith and live forever and ever. Yeah, I updated like a minute after it was updated on the site. So I updated right before stream. And I started later than I normally. Uh-oh, hold on. Uh-oh. I'm holding on to my butt. There is no Luigi. Luigi's been dead the whole time. Why do you think he's always in the haunted houses? Updates. Oh, released Road to Insanity mode. Oh, okay. Basically, a harder version of Doom intended for people who can already clear Doom smoothly. This difficulty is unfairly hard. You might actually get stuck if party isn't good enough. Here's a list of changes. Food in dungeon is limited depending on monster number. It's refunded once you exit. Skills now require 8, 20, and 32 to learn Expert, Mastery, and GM, excluding miscellaneous. Learning Expert, Master, GM skills now becomes increasingly high depending on the number of skills learned at that mastery or more. Interesting. Training costs increase significantly at higher levels. Book cost increase noticeably. It's no longer possible to reset dungeons. Maps never reset. Enchants and items power increased by about 30%. Monster pack size now, instead of being around 1 to 9, is around 5 to 9. I like that. I like the increased consistency there. Oh yeah, I forgot what shirt I put on. The thing is that here's the thing, okay? When I get dressed in the morning, my wife is asleep. I'm not turning on the light. So I'm going into my wardrobe and I'm like leaning across the bed to do it. I'm like leaning across the bed and putting my hand on a shirt, and I'm feeling the shirt and I'm going, does this feel like one of the half dozen shirts that I wouldn't wear for stream, or does it feel like a normal shirt? And if it feels like a normal shirt, I pull it down. It's literally like I'm doing like what is the thing I'm thinking of? Like a loot box in the morning. In the morning, I'm doing a loot box to get dressed. That's how I get dressed. I get dressed by a loot box. It's a problem. And So then, so I didn't choose this shirt, but I did put it on. I did know what it was before I put it on, because I, leave the room and then it's like, okay, now I can look. Do 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 do. This is so weird because I'm on like a delay on the other screen. Okay, so book costs. Maps never reset. Monster HP and damage significantly increased. Chance for legendaries increased by 50%. And drop chance for gems, cubes, emeralds, and mirror doubled. Interesting. I didn't realize that this was this close to release. This sounds good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at this list of things. And one of the issues with Merge Mod, in my opinion, is that if you look at like the skills, a skill being at 10 is like nothing, right? Like there's no, like it's the very beginning of the game you're getting to 10 basically. Like, so Grand Mastery requiring a baseline of 32, I honestly think makes more sense. It aligns the skill requirement more effectively to what 10 skill would have meant in like Might and Magic 7, right? And I think that that's very cool. I really like that because I remember I was having a conversation with people earlier, and I was talking about like how spears have a problem before Grand Mastery, and then people are like, "Well, Grand Mastery happens instantly." It's like the very beginning of the game is the only time that you don't have Grand Mastery. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess that's actually true, is that basically you have Grand Mastery for the entire game. Which is a little strange, right? So I think that's interesting. And I think that'll be interesting to see. The second part of that where the skills become increasingly high, depending on the number of skills learned at that mastery or more already, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be trouble for shamans and stuff like that. Characters that really need to have a lot of skills mastered. Let's see, 20 for mastery is actually fairly high. Like, as a baseline, that's going to make characters who are sort of like generalist spellcasters likely much more picky. I'm going to be honest. That doesn't mean anything to me because I have no idea how much money I have. I haven't paid any attention to money the entire game. Let's load up the game. Why am I on this mode? I should be on a different. I should be. So we're going to load up the game so that I can actually see 200K. Let's see how much money I have so I know what that means. Like I legitimately am like I don't have any idea. I'm not trying to be flippant about the cost. I just don't know how many digits are in this number. So there's 1,000. So we have 200K as the baseline. So I've got 20 million right now. So GM, how many GM skills do we have right now? We have, let's see, one. I mean, let's count the ones that we should have but don't have. So 1, 2. 3, 4. Meditation, of course. So 5 on you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't get GMs. 6. Meditation can't get GM. So about 6 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you assume about 6. Miss excluded. Okay, so somewhere between like probably somewhere around 5 is what we would expect then, right? Because you have a bunch of GM available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we've gotten to Regna. We can get Unholy up to GM. We have 5 for you. We have 2, 3, 4. No, that's alignment. Alignment doesn't require training. We have 3 for you. Yeah, you don't get a lot of GM. So, yeah, I would guess somewhere between 4 and 5. Let's assume 5 is the baseline number expectation. So each character then is going to require like 1 million just to get that done. So it's going to take 5 million. So with my current finances, at this point in the game that I'm at right now, am I doing this math wrong? The unless I did the math very wrong. Oh, it's increased by 200k per skill learned. Is the base cost 200 grand? Okay, so 200. Okay. So, with that being the case, if we make the assumption that there's going to be 5 of them, that's easy. So the average cost is 600 grand. 600 grand times 5 skills would be 3 million. So 3 million times 5, so that would be 15 million. So that would come close to zeroing out my account. Right there. That would be 15 of my 20 million that I have right now. So, plus the training cost is increased. So, but there's also, the bolster also affects gold income now, right? The gold from chest has been increased, I believe. So, that'll have an impact. Yeah, that's it. That's interesting. So basically, getting access to GM and everything would be a lot more. You start getting a lot more expensive. Let's see. I'm curious how the financial costs are going to interact, because if there's no respawns, then the primary way to get money at that point would just be to put down a couple Lloyd's beacons in front of like a place to do like the trade goods thing, right? Like, is there any other replicable income other than that? Because if you run out of money, right? If you run out of money, there's no respawns anywhere. You can't reset a dungeon. So presumably the way that you would make money is just putting a beacon down, or I guess a couple beacons down in front of like a place that you buy the trade good and then the place that you sell the trade good. There is the maps, but bear in mind also that the maps are going to keep escalating the problem that you have, which is that the maps are going to keep giving you experience. Arena also does give a lot of money. That's true. So that's interesting. I'm very curious to try that out. Look, I'm sorry, but I don't think that the kid likes the fact that we're not going to have any money, actually. I think that you might need to revert these changes. I don't think they like it. This is like we're on like the internet message boards for the game right now. We're on like the WoW forums. What? No money. Okay. So, let's see here. Back to the bicycle. I don't think that kid's old enough for a bicycle. don't think that kid's old enough for a bicycle. Okay, what was I doing? We were looking at the patch notes. Okay, let me see what other comments I have on this, because I think that book costs increased noticeably. This might not actually matter as much as you'd think, just because I don't actually understand what that means. Does continuing the gift sub mean is that a resub? That is a weird way for that to be phrased in the UI. Is that a resub? Thanks for the resub, I think, which is what I assume that is. Thanks for Witcher. Let's see. Training costs increased. That's a 3 month and it doesn't say anything in the UI. Well, thank you so much. That's awesome of you. Let's see. So increased enchant power, monster packs being more consistent. The other thing that is nice about this, how many times have I been playing and I've been complaining about the fact that I go in and I'm really sloppy and play badly and lose to this huge pack of experience that I could have definitely taken out. And then I reload and I come back in and play properly, but there's like 3 enemies. And I played better. I would have been able to handle the larger pack, but there is no larger pack, right? So this will be very nice because like the difference between like a weak pack and a strong pack being 9 times is like a crazy amount. That's a crazy difference between like the weakest and the strongest that a pack can be, and it was very advantageous for me when my first playthrough of Doom, right? I really needed it for some of the early game dungeons. Like, let's be clear, this was important for me on my early game, but yeah. So also monster HP and damage significantly increased. Drop chance for thingers is increased. I like all of these changes. So food on dungeon is limited depending on monster number. Does this mean that, like, functionally speaking, you have an amount of food based off of the size of the dungeon? Size of the dungeon being the monster size, not the map size, obviously. Because some dungeons are very densely populated and some are not. And so that's the amount of food that you have. And then when you leave the dungeon, you go back to the amount of food that you had before you entered the dungeon. So it's like in the dungeon, food just becomes like a separate like mechanic. Because that's very cool. Do you have to have... Do you have to have the food on you when you enter, or do you just get it? I'm assuming you have to have it on you when you... Oh, okay. What does it mean when it's refunded once you exit? Is that like the extra food that you that you couldn't bring into the dungeon? That's probably what that means. That makes sense. Okay. So when the cap increases back to, whatever the actual cap is, which I presume that there is a food cap. But hey, maybe that could be a speedrun idea. How quickly can you break Might and Magic by eating so many apples that the game crashes because they didn't bind the it's not a bound integer, so you can overflow it. Let's see here. Would overflowing food crash the game? Probably not, but if I overflow the food, could I get unlimited saving in dungeons because I've overflowed the variable? This is what we need to focus on. That's going to be our strategy for beating. That's going to be our strategy for beating this difficulty setting. But yeah, I really like this. I think that this is very cool. I don't like in terms of like the economy stuff. It's hard for me to comment too much on the economy stuff because I don't meaningfully interact with the economy, right? Like I don't buy anything really. So whereas like obviously there's crafting materials and things like that or, like I assume the economy is assuming you're going to buy some of, right? So there's a bunch of stuff that you could be buying in shops that I'm not buying, and so it's possible that the economy stuff is going to be a little too high, unless the assumption is that on this difficulty setting you basically just cannot buy anything from shops and you're just struggling to get the money necessary to you're basically like only spending money on getting your masteries, and that's what you're saving up money for, is getting your masteries and getting the spell books that are associated with that specific mastery, which is also perfectly fine and valid. Basically having the rest of the economy disappear because there's just not enough money in the game to handle it. So this should be interesting. I'm curious what significantly means in terms of monster HP and damage being significantly increased. But this should be very interesting. I actually think that it's a really good thing that whatchamacallit? I think it's a good thing that the mastery balance of like the weighting for the legendaries. Did I say masteries balance? Legendary balance, where the legendaries are going to be weighted according to what you've already found. I think that that's a really big deal in the lead up to this patch, because if you can't farm for a specific legendary, you can get in real big trouble real fast, even with an increased chance of getting a legendary generally, right? If you're getting a bunch of legendaries that give you, let's give an example of a legendary that isn't that impactful. Like if you have divine protection, having divine protection is great. It's actually saved my life several times against like traps and stuff like that recently. Like this would be a very good legendary on that difficulty setting. But do you need 7 of them? Right? And even if you increase the chance of getting them, without that smoothing out where it's like, I'm going to get that status immunity one, if you aren't getting the status immunity one, you could be in real deep trouble. So I'm very happy that came out first, because it's not part of this patch, right? It's not part of this difficulty setting, but it's a good change that I think is going to make this difficulty setting feel more more fair between runs. I don't know how I did that, but brains, who knows how they work. But yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, like it, and the thing is that now that you have the smoothing out of like the legendaries, you're much more reasonably going to expect to get, like, especially with the 50% increase, it's much more reasonable to expect that, like, if you have like a few different legendaries that are particularly important, like a great example of a really important legendary that I don't have in play yet, but which will eventually be in play. This is a really important legendary right here. This legendary right here, like, no matter what your build is, well, not necessarily no matter what your build. If you're doing a caster build and you're really far away from enemies, then this isn't that enormous. But like if you're on any sort of build where you are near the enemies, this is such a huge one, right? Obviously, this is a really huge one for a melee party. Things like that are going to be, very impactful. But yeah, that looks very cool. I'm excited to try that out. And since we botched this run anyway, we're going to jump straight into that. I am actually tempted to tinker around with that today, but I don't think that we should. Considering that I don't know where we are right now, I feel like Can I do a vote in chat? Is that a thing? Is that in the moderator tools? If I go to mod view, if I go to the mod view, do I have the ability to run a poll? I don't know what a shield mode is, but I don't think a shield mode is a poll. Can I run a poll? Twitch running poll. How do I create a poll? I need to go to the dashboard. Hey, Drakatos. Yep. The adventures might be continuing, or they might be restarting. We won't probably be doing like an entire run, regardless. Is it on my creator dashboard? Oh, it's probably in the stream manager. Is this what I'm supposed to be using? Yeah, I think we might try that out today. Do we want to do the... I could do sub-only chat, and everybody has a sub now. Let's see here. We could try doing the caster, like restart the caster run as an insanity run just for shits and giggles. I still don't see how to do a poll. I'm on my dashboard. Okay, well, I guess I should probably read past the dashboard. Well, where's the create a new poll button? That's not super helpful. How do I create a poll in this software? It's not in the chat somewhere. There's a billion ways for me to run ads. I don't see a poll button. The problem is that the dashboard is really ugly and confusing. It's not one of the quick actions by default, and I can't make it a quick action. I don't see it anywhere on the My Chat thing. I think I can add third-party events, which isn't super helpful. See my activity feed here. The only reason that I'm still dicking around with this is because I do want to figure out how this is done, because if I can figure out how this is done, maybe it's under... Okay, so I can do this. I think Twitch does have a dark mode. I think I'm on Twitch dark mode. Stream info, tags, rerun. Oh, I can tag my stream as a rerun. If I go to my chat, then that's the panel that I already had open somewhere else. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like actually there's more value in the way that this is set up than mod actions. Mod actions is not what I need. Auto mod queue, not necessary. I don't have any idea what this would be. Huh. Wait, what did I just put over there? Stream preview. Okay. Stream manager. I'm on the stream manager, but there's like 6,000 panels, and none of the panels seem to have the quick actions are edit stream info, clip that, raid channel, manage goals, 60-second ad, sub only chat, and stream together. And if I click on the thing to give me more quick actions, there's manager stream, which has a couple of extra things, but like nothing of relevance. Like add stream marker, I don't know what that is. Stop raids for an hour. Start a prediction? Wait, manage your poll? Is it manage your poll? Why would it start with... Why is it manage your poll? Okay, that's a weird way to describe that. Okay. I saw manage and I just like immediately passed it. Everything on this is manage. Okay, so what are we doing? Caster... What is the new thing? What is it? Edge of Insanity? What is the... Insanity's approach? Road to Insanity. Road to Insanity today? Alright, I'm going to do this. The poll's going to last for a minute. Let's see. I have no idea. It should show up in chat somewhere, maybe? It takes over my UI while the poll is running. I closed the poll. It's on the top of chat. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can see the current poll at the top of chat. I should have let it run for 2 minutes just so that we could have time to figure out where it shows up and how to work it. Look, we're very good at this whole Twitch thing. I feel like we have a pretty strong direction that this poll is going. Okay. Let's see. So if I go to manage polls. Okay. Yep. Looks like we're doing casters today. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this under... What is Oops Wartime? Oops Wartime. Okay, we don't need this right now. So, saving Mealy's... Saving Mealy's again. Okay, I'm just making sure that we have multiple files saved here so that if I somehow fuck this up, I don't, like, lose my, my extra thing. So we're gonna start an Enroth. Oh, close and reopen the game. Okay. Also, has it been patched since I started? Is the question. Give me a second, because it was patched like. Yeah, this is the patch. This is when I had patched like right after it had done it, right after the script got updated, I think. So we should be fine, because 39 minutes ago would have been at 8:57, which is when I patched. So next on our list, we're opening this up. see.
They came from the depths of the void, an ancient enemy of an ancient people.
So we need to go to Road to Insanity.
My faith is pure.
Okay. So we need a caster run.
Hit me. I'll be helpful.
So what class do we want first? I think we want Elementalists. Well, I mean, depends on your definition of tank. If by tank you mean everybody having 0 HP, the answer is yes. If you mean by a tank somebody who can take a hit, the answer is probably no. Alright. We're gonna have a Necromancer. I mean, I don't know. Do Necromancers get cover?
Don't come here.
Depends. Do Necromancers get cover? Well, then I think we're going to be in trouble. Okay, where are you at? There you are.
I'm your man.
Okay, so you are going to be a Necromancer. We're just going to make Komanaton again. Well, I mean, look, Komanaton has staff skill. Doesn't get GM, so never mind then. Wait, no, we do get the magic resistance comes either way, so never mind, we're fine. Komanaton will start out with Dark, and does Dark start out with a nuke? Yeah, we're going straight into the higher difficulty. Paladins aren't casters. Paladins are melees. Oh, don't give me this. This is a pure dedicated spellcaster run. We are fully committing to the bit here. Okay, let's be clear. And I don't think we need personality, right? Komanaton, not really super known for his personality. We don't need accuracy. Speed is probably fine. Hey, look, we don't need Mana Shield to hold because all we're spellcasters. We have ranged attacks. Let's be clear. Why would enemies ever get in range? It's not like we're going to show up in a place and enemies will already be in melee range. That's not a thing that happens in this game. There's no places in this game where we're going to get ganked by a billion enemies right from the start. That's just not a mechanic that we have to worry about until we get into 8. Which is immediately. But that's beside the point. Okay, so we've got Komanaton. What are the classes? We've got a Druid. Druid could be fun. I think we want to do an Elementalist. To be sure. There's no Fem Minotaur model, right? I want a Fem Minotaur model. This is annoying. Because, like, it would be fun to make Nalira. Nalira as an Elementalist makes a lot of sense. I guess I could make Arctole, but Arctole is really more of a fire brawler at this point. Like, Arctole is really not a dedicated spellcaster anymore. That's just not our life anymore.
My blade is ready.
Oh right, change it to portrait will do it. Alright, so let's see. Who do we want? What kind of elementalist do we want? Wait, do we want our elementalist to be a dragon? Because that could be kind of fun. That could be cute.
Choose me.
I'm your man.
No, we don't want the elementalist to be a dragon. We could make a Draco Lich. Oh, wait, Dragon Race has hard capped mana? Wait, what? I think that I want this to be my elementalist. To be clear, I don't know how far we're going to be getting in this run because we are fully meming. I do not know anything about the the spellcasters. I'm not coming up with a coherent spellcaster build on the fly here. We're making a Draco Lich. It's gonna be fine. What are we calling our Draco Lich? Draco Lich Elementalist. Ooh. Multi-elemental dragon. It's very tempting to call them Skrillifix just because that's my catch-all usage, but no, we're not going to go with Skrillifix. It doesn't match at all. Skrillifix isn't even dead. Also isn't a dragon, but weird insectoid creature, dragon. Wait, no, that's not Skrillifix. Skrillifix is usually a spider. I'm thinking of Thildrenek. You know what? We will name them Thildrenek. Wow, poor Thildrenek. I'm like calling Thildrenek fucking Skrillifix. This is... Ooh, poor Thildrenek. You know what? You get to be a dragon just because I, called you Skrillifix for a second there. It's chill. Okay, we're going to take Earth Magic and Air Magic. On you, we're going to drop your might. We don't need that shit. We can drop your personality. We don't need that shit. And we're going to increase your speed. Because we don't need endurance, because we're never going to get hit. Right? I think that sounds about right to me. Okay, next on our agenda,
I'm good.
Choose me.
we need to figure out who our next dedicated spellcaster is going to be. We're going to need to have a cleric in the party. Don't worry, I can dodge their attacks. Let's see here. I can dodge. It's no problem. There actually aren't that many dedicated spellcasters. Because I don't consider a shaman to be a dedicated spellcaster, because I consider them to be thoroughly a hybrid. So, cleric arguably is a hybrid as well. However, cleric is as close to a dedicated self-magic user as the game has, so that's on them. So who gets to be our cleric? Cleric should be someone
Fame and fortune await.
who
I will.
You could do worse.
makes sense.
I'm your man. Hello. Choose me.
Choose me.
Pick me.
Please pick
Pick me.
I am tempted to make
choose me.
make her a lich.
Pick me.
Pick. You got. Hey, I'll
Pick me.
come on.
Just
pick
make
me.
Sortira.
Pick me.
I'm your.
Hey, I.
Pick me. Pick me.
Hello.
Who do I have that would make sense as a cleric? The most obvious choice for a cleric would be Komoniton, honestly, but Komoniton wouldn't, like, the mace usage and stuff like that just really doesn't match for me. Because Komoniton is, in my setting, like, there aren't any real dedicated healers in particular outside of, like, Silria arguably, but mostly Komoniton. Komoniton's my primary healing character. I guess I could make Nalira, except I can't make Nalira because how am I going to make Nalira?
I will come great. Choose me.
Because we don't have any femme minotaurs.
I can be.
I can't use the sisters.
Discriminate.
Good. You found me.
Choose me.
At your service.
I could make a vampire cleric. That could be
Take
kind
me.
of fun.
It is me you want.
I am the best.
Choose me.
Pick me.
I will
Choose my fate.
I am.
Ooh, wait, no, we can make a troll cleric.
My
Troll cleric makes sense to me. Okay, wait. We have some dedicated
Please pick me.
dedicated healer trolls somewhere.
Don't
you got. Hey,
pick. Choose.
come on.
Choose.
You want to?
It's me.
I'm the one.
Pick me.
Choose.
Unfortunately, Lyric is not a dedicated healer. So Lyric is not going to make sense.
I will conquer.
Korgrick doesn't really make a lot of sense as a cleric. So, in my setting, trolls are naturally good at healing, Like, their regenerative capabilities are something that transitions into, like, being adept at magical healing, just generally. So, let's see here. Got... Who are you going to be, though? Because Lyric doesn't make sense and Corbrick doesn't make sense. So I think we might need to actually just come up with a name for this person. As disgusting as that may be. You know what? We're actually not going to pump her intellect because it's just too expensive. Instead, we're going to pump her speed. And drop everything. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Let's see. What are we naming you? This is the problem with not having a name on hand. I take an enormous amount of time to create names. I'm going to call this person Lodazol. That's what we're doing. We're going with Lodazol because we've been talking about EverQuest a lot recently, so we're going with Lodazol. Okay. So what other classes exist? We need a sorcerer, I guess? Is it sorcerer druid as the last two? Sorcerer druid, I guess, is the last two. Yes. So I think I'm going to make the druid first.
Don't leave.
And I think I'm going to go boring with the druid.
You ready? You got it. I'm ready.
Choose me.
Ready?
Choose me.
Pick me.
Choose
I don't
pick
remember.
me.
It's,
Hey, come on.
Please.
which character
I'm
makes
your
no
man.
sense for
Please.
Sylvia?
Choose me.
What could go?
Choose
This
me.
is the default that I usually go with for Sylvia, so we'll go with this character for Sylvia. So I don't remember. There might be a better option now, but we'll go with this character for Sylvia. Sylvia will be a druid. I think druid matches better than cleric for Sylvia. Sylvia is not really like a dedicated healing character. It's just Sylvia is one of the only characters that I have who is known for healing at all. Most of the characters that I have that are not Comoniton, because Comoniton's whole deal is healing, right? That's Comoniton's whole fucking deal. But most of my characters just don't have that many opportunities where they would be like dedicating their time to healing. There's a lot of like fairly self-sufficient characters in my narratives, which means that there's not really a need for dedicated, healing spellcasters, because like most people, if they are dedicated combatants, are going to learn enough like healing to be able to get by.
I am the best.
So
I can help. Choose. You have to.
I want to go.
Great.
let's see here. It kind of depends on the kinds of characters that you're following.
Come on, pick me.
Oh, come on. Pick me.
We're looking for a sorcerer.
Take care.
Hello. Me. Great. Choose me.
I want to come along. I can get the. Select me.
Good.
I never use a dark elf.
I'm the best.
You want me.
I've got what it takes.
Pick me.
I will
I will
choose.
I am the.
You should take
I'm ready to go.
my. Greetings.
What kind of sorcerer do I want?
Here I.
We've already got the dragon silliness going.
Pick me.
Please pick me.
Do we want...
Here I am.
Choose me.
Choose me.
Pick me.
How about me? I can do it.
Actually, we could make Lyric. We can make Lyric the sorcerer. Why not? Let's go with Lyric as a sorcerer.
How about
You have to
pick me?
choose me.
Where's the...
Choose
Pick me.
Choose me.
There we go. We'll go with this one. We'll go with the Hot Goblin. That's what we're going to go with for Lyric. Okay. It's so funny also because I came up with Lyric, the character, and I actually know someone named Lyric now, so it feels kind of weird, especially when I'm like, oh, I'll make Lyric the Hot Goblin. But it's clear that we're not talking about the same person because that's not how Lyric's name is spelled. I didn't know that it was like just a name. It just seemed like something that should be a name, and it turns out it's a name. Let's see here. And let's go with... Let's leave this on lock, I guess. Okay, so Lyric the Sorcerer is going to take... Okay, we have Earth and Water. We have Magic and Water and Dark. How many... Wait, do I not have any Fire right now? I don't have anybody who's taking Fire. No, you take Fire automatically. Okay. You also take Fire automatically. Okay, so we have 2 Fire. We have 2 Earth already, is it? Earth. Earth. 2 Fire, 2 Earth. 2 Water, right? How are we on Air? We have 2 Air. Okay, so we're actually... We're fairly even with these, actually. So I'm going to go with Air because Air Magic is really good. We're going to go with Water. And are we ready to start up? Probably. We have this on Road to Insanity. Let's click the button, and we're going to try this out. So, we have Poison Spray. We have Toxic Cloud. We have Featherfall. We have a Staff. Right, you can't learn spells from spellbooks or something, right? Okay. Can you use a stick? That's true. Ooh! Actually, +3 disarm is very good to have at the very start. I don't know who's going to be able to do anything with that, but... Okay, do we need a stick? You know what? No, we don't need sticks. We don't need sticks. These don't give us increased magic damage. Who gives a shit? Okay. This is a caster run. This is not a filthy melee run. Ralph the Dragon and his merry crew of minstrels. Exactly.
That'll be. I've learned it. I've learned it.
My wife is always very sad when I am when I'm making characters, because I'm always like making characters with names from like my books and shit like that. And she's like, "Look, just name them Broccoli. Just name them Broccoli.
Yes.
This character, this is Tiramisu. Just do it. Do the right thing." And I'm like, "No, I refuse to do the right thing." And then eventually I relent and do the right thing, which is naming them after Tiramisu or whatever. But, let's see. So you're doing Dark. Elementalist. Sauce. Exactly. So... Exactly. Okay, we don't need any buffs. We do need some buffs. We're casting Meditation. Do you have any nukes? You don't have any nukes, so you can't do shit. Okay. That's fine. You have... We have Slow.
Yes. Yes.
We have Firebolt. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. I don't feel like Alex Jones is not like a paladin of any sort. Alex Jones doesn't believe anything. There's absolutely nothing that Alex Jones believes. Let's see here. No, Fallen Paladin would imply that there was a point where a person, like, actually had real opinions. Okay. The Grifterverse is full of people who don't believe in the concept of truth. We need to pick up the meditation skill, which we pick up here, actually. We need to pick up meditation for everyone that we can. Ooh, we have so much money. We have so much money. So, do we have enough money to learn meditation? Yes. So we need everybody to have meditation, because if we don't have meditation on everybody, we're going to be in for a lot of trouble. Let's see here. That... Oh, right, yeah, you have ranged attacks. Okay, that... It's a good thing it's a good thing we saved. Look, you know, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're going to try this again with me. Just diving behind cover. See, we even get like the cool breath attack animation. Do you even think you have line of sight on me? Oh, nice. That didn't go across the thing. Alright. Just watch. First enemy drops a legendary. Hey, learn slow. Let's go. It is terrifying every time it tries to cast a spell. Whoa, boy. Excuse you. Could you not? Actually. Okay, we got another kill. This is fine. This is definitely all... Elementalists have some weird mechanic for learning spells that I don't understand. It seems that they learn spells by casting. So... I wanted to try out the Elementalist, because I have no idea how they work. Do not spoil how the Elementalist works. I've been trying to figure out their mechanics as I go along. And they learned spells that way, and they seem to have like incredibly variable amounts of damage with their spells, and I don't know why. So I'm excited to see more. Would you like to know more? Yes. I think I saved... I mean, I had to have bought it before I saved, because my characters were generating. You don't have any mana regen at all without meditation, I don't think, so...
Hello, come on in.
We need to get Disarm Trap on somebody. I don't know who is going to get it, because... Wait, somebody had a Disarm Trap ring. You have a Disarm Trap ring. Since you have the ring, I'm going to give it to you. And you can get it up to Mastery, so... Close enough for government work. Okay, I stand corrected. I don't have meditation. I thought that I hit on that. Look, don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Why did I have so much regen on these people, actually? Alright. So, now I have 1.2 mana regen per second. So, our goal right now is to get to, what, level 5 or so, and then we hop over to Jadain. We're looking to get to the point where we have a single bolster level in Might and Magic 8, then we pop over to Might and Magic 8. But if we only have one bolster level, how are we going to get from Might and Magic 8 to the portal again? We'll figure it out. Alright. How are we going to handle you? Oh, there's a boss right here.
I don't know.
That's concerning. That's concerning. No, don't run. We didn't get the kill. We're reloading. It's a swift. It's fine. It's fine. It can just walk on water. There's no issue with this. Let's see here. I don't want to let the NPCs get any kills. It's fine. Everything is fine. So we can train up to level 2 as well. which will significantly increase our DPS. So that's a thing that we should do before 5 o'clock. There's another boss here. That one's a swapper. Yeah, we're gonna have to just, like, get on... We're just gonna have to hop in the water. Eradicated. Negative 66 out of 15. Let's go. Yeah, Emerald Island is gonna crush me. Let's see here. How do we want to approach this situation? See, the thing is that I don't want to just sit on the... I don't want to do what I would do with a melee group. Because that would be... you know, not distinguished. Okay. So we need to figure out a way that we're going to be able to kite these. I don't have any idea how high their stats are, unfortunately. Okay, we've got a single Goblin King. Shit, the other one's... We're getting in too close to them. God damn it. Are we gonna be able to kill you? Or is the guard just gonna kill her? Come on, we need to get the kill. We got the kill! Let's go. Alright. See? All we need to do is never take a hit, and we'll be fine. We'll be totally, totally fine. That's concerning. Oh! Are you right on my ass now? Yes, you are. Okay, we've got a Journeyman Mage over there, actually. So let's go back to this, and let's start fighting these. Oh, shit. Okay. This is fine. Everything about this is fine. Wow, somebody survived a hit. Look at that. You need to... concerning. Okay, we got one of them low. We got one of them low.
Ready.
On the plus side, they're very unaggressive for the most part.
No match for me.
They have a hybrid AI, so... they have to decide between using melee and ranged on any given thing. Currently, I think they have... Deadly Swarm? No, they don't have Deadly Swarm. What do you have access? What are you casting? You're casting Firebolt. I'm gonna swap to Deadly Swarm, I think. That was spooky. Okay. We actually have some money. Do we want to try to get Harm? Because if we can get Harm, we can get another... missing children, imagine that. Alright. If we can get Harm, that would allow us to get another damage dealer in the mix,
The magic of
which would be
spirit,
good.
mind, and body.
Can also get Mind Blast. My guess is that I'm probably not going to be able to afford harm. I guess it doesn't matter because they don't have harm anyway. Meditation we already have active. We probably have Mind Blast available. Nope, don't have a Mind Blast available. Okay, we have no nukes available for Lotusel. Let's see here. So you're going to be doing Dark. I think that's a given. So Dark is your poison of choice. Fildrinic can do any of the elements. The Fildrinic kind of should just be doing, in theory, all of the elements. Fildrinic might focus on air once I get the thinger. So we might do that with Fildrinic. Let's see here. You are a druid. As a druid, I feel inclined to make you earth-based. You are going to need a lot of different types of things. Let's see. Lyric is fire, just by default. I associate Lyric strongly with fire damage. So Lyric honestly has a lot in common with Nilira, conceptually. Though Nilira is a much more developed character than Lyric is. Lyric isn't in any of the books yet. Wait, why did I make Lyric a goblin? Lyric is literally a troll. Okay. It's fine. It's not... It's fine. Lyric is literally someone that I could just represent in game with the correct species. That's a thing I could do. It's fine. We're not gonna... Okay, there's the death. Negative 29, huh? Negative 29. We're going to go somewhere. Do we want to try to pull some of the things? You know what? I think I'm going to level up first.
How about some training? Okay, okay.
This is going to make a big difference for our ability to handle things. Yeah, they hit very, very hard. We should have enough disarm for the traps here, so I don't think I need to do disarm. I'm not sure what I want to put for you, though. Oh, we have sparks already. Interesting. That could be useful. The issue is that we're not... How often are we going to be able to get good usage out of sparks, right? With a party that can't go into melee range. Are you using poison spray?
Yes.
Okay, Lyric can pump fire. Yeah, it's not so good on the world maps where I am right now, which is unfortunate because that's where I am right now. We want Earth Magic on you. We don't have Thinger. Yeah, that's pretty much going to happen. That's basically how this is going to play out for this party. That's why it's so important for us to get good. Okay, we have Deadly Swarm. Perfect.
Ah, new spell.
So
Great.
this will allow us to pump what we want to pump on this character, which is Earth Magic. So we now have access to Deadly Swarm.
Yes.
Can save the game under caster nonsense. We are a little bit more tanky now. And expert requires what, 8? Yep, it's gonna look. Just you wait. We're gonna get so powerful. We're gonna be so strong. You won't believe how strong we are gonna get. Okay. There's so many ranged attackers at the start here. I'd forgotten how many ranged attackers there are at the very beginning of the game. Okay, there we go. That didn't take that long. Here we have... Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I just remembered. The spells that the wizards have, the highest tier, they have an electric blast that basically is an instant travel time that I can't dodge. Okay, we're fine. We have algorithms behind us. Yep. I don't think we're going to be able to dodge the electric blast. Let's see. I don't think I've ever played Sparkling Zero. I don't know what it is. I mean, I definitely haven't played it. I have no idea what it is, though. Okay, we've got a rock here. It's a Dragon Ball game. Let's see.
What is it? Well,
Is it so? It's like one of the fighting games, is it? Oh, is it like Budokai? So if I can get... Oh shit. Mistakes were made. They're way too fast for me to let them get into, like, straight up melee with me. If I let them get into melee, things are going to escalate very, very rapidly in a way that I do not want them to escalate. About how I would expect it to. Okay, we're getting a lot of them weakened. We could probably handle something like that if we managed to do a better job of it. Oh, okay. Shit. That was a terrible dodge. Oops. Okay, that's one down. Okay, so that's the ranged attacker down, which means that we'll have way more thinger. Well, it's not as many as you'd think, because the melees are not really that dangerous, I say, as I get killed by one of them. They're not that dangerous. So, the only ones that were really that concerned... I was so hopeful. The only ones that I'm super concerned about are the spellcasters. Oh shit! You so fast, actually. Why are you so fast? Oh god! I need to start doing better. Fuck. Okay. So we need to get some more mana regen on Komanaton. That's going to be a thing that is of critical importance to the early game here, I think. And we need to do some other shenanigans as well. Oh, whoops, I'm hitting A, not S. I know buttons. I was like, wait, is Thildrenek using the wrong ability? I thought I gave Deadly Swarm to Thildrenek. Okay, I don't know how that missed, but... On the plus side, the shamans are not guaranteed to give me. And they may or may not have the ability to insta-give me from full HP. Shit. So... Lurd Earth Resistance. Cool beans. Feeling. We're feeling good. That's how we're feeling. Let's go. Whew. So we still need to find... Who? No! God damn it. I'm not going to reload for that. I'm not reloading for it. This is the cheater team anyway. Look at all these rage attacks we're using. Alright. And yes, it is fun to be able to kite enemies all over the map. The kiting itself is fairly simple. The difficulty is mostly just, like, obviously the ranged attacks that require a little bit of extra fancy footwork. But, like, even then, it's nowhere near as hard as, like, doing melee kiting or stuff like that, you know? Like... The bulk of this shouldn't be too bad. As long as we're not, like, trapped in a corner somewhere, you know? So, how are we doing? We have enough experience for level 3. It's 317. I think it's time to level up. We're going to immediately level up again. This will increase the threshold, the survival threshold that we have. And that'll be very useful, very impactful. We can also try to figure out... I'm not sure how we're going to deal with, like, the most,
some training, okay?
like, crazy packs here. We'll just have to see. So the disarm trap worked on the rock, which the rock is the thing that I recall being the most of a pain in the ass. Let's see here. want to get dark up to the point where I can get expert quickly, but at the same time, dark expertise is not actually close. It's going to take a long time before we get there. So we might, now that we have a few levels into it, we might actually want to just invest into meditation instead. Because Komanatin, more than anything else, needs to actually be able to cast spells. So meditation might be the play there. Let's see, Thildrenek, I don't know what I want to invest points into yet. We don't have static charge. So there's no really low level spell to use for air magic, but I do think air magic is the play eventually. I'm just not sure if we're going to go all in on that for right now. I could pump meditation on Lodazol. Like, I don't need body magic to be super high for what we're doing right now. Keep pumping earth. Keep pumping fire. So some of these characters are going to need to get their spells ascended as quickly as possible. And some don't care that much.
I don't know.
We have some leather here. That might end up being useful. We should probably get identify item. Who would be good at that? Either Thildrenek or Komanatin, probably. I could have Thildrenek handle the... Right, I need an actual shop, I think.
Can I help you find anything?
We also need repair. We don't have a ton of things. You can't learn identify at all. That's pretty funny. Let's see. You are a cleric. I'm gonna guess sorcerer is the best for ID. Okay, they can get to mastery.
Sorry, can't help.
And that's close enough for government work. Okay. We are going to save caster nonsense. And it's going to take a while for us to get enough money to afford all of our skills. Are we below 100? We are not. Okay, we're going to try to take out this next Goblin King. Okay. Okay. So we cleared those two out before they reached us. That's excellent for us. And we've aggroed the Goblin King. Whoa, excuse you. Fuck. I took too long to transition. Shit. Oh, I'm actually surprised that one hit me. that actually took me by surprise. The toxic cloud I love so much. So we're going to be able to solo pull the Goblin King.
He's toast.
Nice. Okay. How are we doing here? You are...
I don't
Xenoverse 2. Which one is Xenoverse? That sounds very familiar. Did I play that? Give me a second. I'm checking it. Oh, it's a Dragon Ball. Gotcha. Gotcha. I see. Alright. I'm gonna save. There was a One Punch Man game that fighting game that came out at some point, right? And like what is it, Saitama? Saitama was in the game, and if you brought him along on your roster, because it's one of those fighting games where you have like 3 fighters at once, and I think that it was like if you brought Saitama in your roster, he took like time to show up. Like he was riding his bike to the fight, and so you had to fight with 2 fighters and basically stall until he showed up, and if you managed to succeed, it gave you basically an alternate win condition because it's Saitama, so no one can, it's One Punch Man, he punches you and you die. So oh. That was a very silly and very fun anime. I never got into like the 2nd season, but the 1st season was amazing. Okay. Oh, excuse you. Nope, don't do it. Don't do it. Everything's fine. Nailed it. The thing about One Punch Man is that it is a satire, right? And it's kind of a fun exploration of the idea of having a character who is just bored all the time, right? Like, and the other thing that I think is fun about it is that the protagonist is overpowered, and it demonstrates how dull that is, right? Like, the show really does highlight, like, oh yeah, see all of this, like, this pathos and fun action that you can have when the characters are struggling, and then Saitama shows up and punches the thing and it dies instantly, and it's like this disconnect between the, like, you know, the fun combat that you have before Saitama, your overpowered protagonist shows up, and then your overpowered protagonist shows up, and then there's no more drama, there's no more, you know, interesting stuff going on. It's just, oh, okay, the fight ended, and I'm bored again. And like you're as bored by Saitama showing up as Saitama is. I don't remember which one Bobobo is. Is Bobobo the like Sea King character? Now that I think about it, there's actually a lot of Sea Kings in that, aren't there? Because the crab guy also calls himself like the king of the sea or something, right? But yeah, I think that One Punch Man works really well as a parody, by being like very, very good when like it's just unironically got like really cool and interesting stuff going on. But then it's also got like whatever Saitama's whole deal is. And I think that without that dichotomy, it wouldn't work as well. Like, if One Punch Man was about Saitama, then I think that it would be way less interesting. But because it's not really about Saitama at all, I think that it's very interesting. Let's see. Oh no, I thought we were talking about a character from One Punch Man. No, I don't remember something called Bobobo. I may or may not have seen it, but I don't know. Yeah, Mob Psycho 100 has like a similar vibe in some ways to it. I enjoyed Mob Psycho 100 as well. Mob Psycho 100 plays it a little bit more straight. There's parody elements to it, to be sure, but I think that it plays it a little bit more straight than One Punch Man does. So depending on what you're really looking for, I think that they're both really good. So what I mostly watch is like completely random anime genres for a couple of series and then, you know, get bored and wander off. I don't watch any anime regularly. I fairly regularly watch anime, but I'm not like following any series or anything like that. The thing that we've been watching most recently are all the weird, like, villainous animes. Because it's like trying to parse culturally what the hell a villainous is. Like structurally, what the hell is this? Is interesting. Because I've never played the, what are they? Ultimate games? Is that what it is? Ultimate? The dating simulator, like, I think it's basically like the Dream Daddies or like Hatoful Boyfriend style of games. I think those are the type of games that is like the genre. But I haven't played too many of them. Right? Like I've played a little bit of Dream Daddies because it seemed like a cute and fun idea. And I think that what little I played of it, it was like cute and fun. Did I play it or did I? No, I might have just watched Markiplier's playthrough. I don't know if we ever actually started playing it. We might have. I feel like we did. But we never got more than like the first like couple days into it or something like that, I think. We didn't get very far. But that's like the only game in that category that I've played. Let's see. Okay, I think we can probably just stand here. So we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna need to move. Anyway, so because of that, like, the villainous animes are something where, like, I don't have any context for what the fuck they're talking about. So it's just kind of interesting to try to, like, figure out what's going on with those. The one that we've been watching recently is like, I'm in love with the villainous or something, and it's like a person who, like, isekais into the protagonist of a dating simulator that they're playing, but she's a lesbian, and she's completely uninterested in any of the guys that are in the dating simulator, and she's just thirsting after the villainous of it, which is like, you know, the antagonist of the thing, so obviously has a, you know, less than stellar relationship with the protagonist. And, you know, it's funny, for some reason, I thought that it was one of the normal goblins who shot that. I was like, this isn't dangerous, this is fine. And, anyway, so we've been watching that. Just generally speaking, I think the villainous things are interesting to, as a, like, new... This may come as a shock, but I'm actually very driven by, like, novelty. So when I'm, like, watching media, I always am kind of just looking for stuff that's just not what I've already experienced and seen. It doesn't matter... Like, the primary thing for me is just like, oh, I have no idea. I don't understand this. I love going into a thing that I don't really understand that well, and just kind of seeing what people are doing with that. And so yeah, it's been kind of fun doing those. Let's see. The thing for me is that most anime to me is really good for 2 or 3 episodes, and then it just becomes very generic. This is particularly true for isekai. Isekai is generally good for 2 episodes, and that's it. It's garbage after 2 episodes. That's my general, like, way of thinking of anime, is that, like, if you're looking at any of these sort of, like, mass-produced, like, art forms that are just, like, there's just so much of it, and there's so much expectation that you're going to conform, there's, like, corporate expectation that you're going to conform to, like, very specific standards. You have a bunch of artists who are coming up with really cool ideas, and they implement on those ideas for 2 episodes before corporate tells them, okay, yes, you've got the hook, but now you need to do the isekai. So you now need to have, like, you know, okay, this is like a shonen anime. You need to have at least 3 fight scenes per episode or whatever, and you have to do this and you have to do this. So things over time just become generic garbage, where it's just like, okay, this is the same anime we've always seen. And that tends to happen to pretty much all isekai. But oftentimes the creators are coming from a perspective in the beginning that is actually fairly unique, and they're touching on things that are sort of like fun and interesting to discuss, and then you just kind of move away from that continuously until it's, you know, it's either Sword Art Online or Fairy Tail. Pick one. You know, like, let's see. It's actually one of the reasons that I've been I've been more interested in like the shoujo stuff than the shonen stuff, because the shonen stuff, you know, all kind of invariably muddles into the same archetype that I'm extremely familiar with. And the shoujo stuff, I'm almost certain is doing the same thing. And I'm now starting to become like aware of the tropes and to basically be able to like parse them and recognize like, okay, well now we're just doing the same thing again, right? And so that's a thing that happens over time, right? But because I don't have the media literacy about shoujo to get like an idea of what's happening, it's fun for me because I don't know the tropes that they're then falling back on. It's not boring for me yet, right? Eventually it's going to become boring. But like it's nice to be able to watch a thing that has a different set of expectations from what I'm used to, just because it's not going to be any better, but it is going to be different from what I'm used to, which for me is a fairly big upgrade. Just because it's unfamiliar. Let's see.
What is it? Yes, worthless. Worthless.
The thing is that making like serious art is not super profitable. Making serious art is not really the most profitable thing you can do. And for an industry that's as like incredibly like controlled by like corporate interests as anime, like you're not going to get a huge amount of like that kind of stuff these days. It's a huge enough art form that kind of stuff does exist, right? And I'm sure that there's still people who are making like really good, you know, artistic work in the genre. Like it's a huge genre, right? Like the but the bulk of what you're going to see is honestly, for all intents and purposes, like algorithmic slop, where it's like it's built for a streaming algorithm. It's not even like built for people to watch it. Like it's a problem. It's a problem with a lot of media, but it's particularly a problem with anime. I don't know what orb is. I don't think I've seen it. There. Okay, there's the eradication instantaneously. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to be able to handle the mage packs. Because the mage packs can kill me instantly, and there's really no way for me to block their, or to dodge their attacks.
I don't know what that is.
I can dodge the lower tiers, but not the higher tier mages. Huh. But yeah, also, I disagree with the idea that that's the stuff that people want and pay for. There, to a degree that is true, but the degree to which that's true is largely self-created by corporations. Like that's a deliberately cultivated audience tendency. That's not like a accident. Ugh. Let's see. Yeah. It's very interesting also because like one of the things that's kind of fun about the idea of like you know, believing incredibly insane things about the nature of the world, is how easy, like, once we invented trigonometry, it was over. Like, the discussion was kind of ended when, like, trigonometry got invented. And it's very funny, like, how hard people had to work to try to justify the idea that the Earth was the center of the solar system, much less the universe. Because it was just so obviously incorrect. And it's been obviously incorrect for, like, a long time, I think. So, like, but, like, you know, other stuff like, you know, oh, the flat Earth thing, it's like, man, you know, we figured out trigonometry a long time ago, and trigonometry says that's not true. Like, it's just kind of wild to think of, like, you know, how much effort people put into, like, coming up with the original string theory. The original string theory, in this case, having nothing to do with string theory, the physics concept, and everything to do with the idea that the solar system is held together by like, strings or whatever. Because it's the only way to explain the, what was I doing? How do I change the... Oh, it's under registry settings, probably. Turn those off for stream. Let's see here. Yeah, people work real hard to be real wrong. Oh. You know, I wasn't expecting them to, like, kill me outright. Oh, right, I don't have preservation. I have 9 endurance. I'm not gonna die at negative 100%. I have an endurance stat that I need to worry about. Right, okay, so I'm gonna die instantly to basically a light tap on the shoulder. Can we kill this one?
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to take out the little ones first. I don't know if I got the kill. Okay, we're now gonna take out this one. If the guard goes down, we're gonna reload. If the guard doesn't go down, we're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna... Did I get the kill there? Just paying enough attention. I know we got the kill on one of these Goblin Kings, so that's good. Okay, we have enough experience for level 4. We don't have a level of bolster. We have no bolster yet at all, in fact. So my guess is we'll start getting closer to bolster. Oh, right, I walked over the bridge. Whoops. Not sure how I feel about this. I feel like the answer is probably this is gonna end badly, but if the guard goes down, we are gonna reload. Guard's definitely going down. Okay, there we go. Mistakes were made. Okay. Do we... Ouch. Yeah, my wisp died, exactly. I could try using reanimate, actually. Now that I think about it. Ooh, we could try using reanimate. You want to just reanimate a goblin? I'm not sure if there's few enough enemies here that this is going to work, but we'll see. Probably we don't have enough damage to be able to take this out before things start going badly. But there are only a couple enemies here, so even though one of them's a boss, we might end up being okay here. It would be nice to kill the boss. It's not critical. We're at the very least gonna loot the boss. Ooh, we got cloaks. We can use cloaks. Oh, I forgot to reanimate the body. I didn't want to reanimate the boss, but I did want to reanimate one of those bodies. I'm gonna actually just save this. Okay, we've got a strategy now that I think is gonna be funny. Yes, that's what we're gonna definitely do. Reanimate strats. I think it'll be fun. I haven't used the reanimate since like vanilla, basically. Like I basically haven't used that spell since I was a kid. That's gonna kill me. Okay. So I think it'll be fun to use it. Let's go find where we can pull someone. It's kind of fun not casting Wizard Eye and trying to just like remember where things are. Okay, we got one dead. Not enough spell points. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, we can... Yeah, Turn Undead's so good. It's such a powerful spell. But, like... Oftentimes it's like, well, why would I bother using it? It's like, because you're entering the Haunted Mansion and things are terrifying. Or because you're entering a barrow and things are terrifying. And the disadvantage of the spell is that we do lose the loot from whoever we're reanimating. Wait, where the hell are they? We got one dead. We got two dead. How much does reanimate cost? Oh. So it's only going to have 40 hit points. Wait. It's going to have 20 hit points per skill point. That's not too bad, actually. Can I reanimate a corpse that I've already reanimated? How many spell points did it cost? 10. Okay, so that is reanimated to most of its max SP. We have another 10. I'm actually going to reanimate this one as well. we aggro those? Yes, we do. It's a concern. Luckily, they're not seeming to approach me very much. Okay. So we have a lot of enemies on us here. Interesting. Okay, I think this is going to work. This is going to do some good work for us. Yes, indeed. So what we need to do, though, is we need to pull enemies closer to us. We want them to be on this side before we start going after them. And I think we might want to... I can probably reanimate them and just start throwing heals at them, right? So, like, if I reanimate this journeyman, I could probably reanimate it and then heal it. But I think what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably just going to aggro things. And then I'm only going to start reanimating when a wizard that I can't dodge the attacks of comes into play. And basically just have one reanimated corpse that acts as a buffer while I just blast it down. I think that's going to be the goal here. I don't think I want to create an undead army, because I lose the loot from the reanimated corpses. So we want to... We also don't want an undead army because we won't get the experience. We won't get the experience for anything that they kill. So optimally, we want to not have too much damage coming out from our little pets. The pet swarm. Wait, I get experience? Oh, I get experience for killing them. Do I get experience if the pets kill them? Oh. Good to know. That's very good to know. Okay, let's... We'll need to... But I'm not going to get loot, but... To be fair...
I don't know.
Do we need loot? Is loot a thing that we care about in this world? In parkour civilization, is loot a thing we care about? I don't know anything about parkour civilization. Okay. So, I'm gonna just damage this a bunch. So we're at 6356. We're just gonna wait for this to die. It was 56 and now it's 65. So we did in fact get experience when that died. So these are all approaching somebody. This is pretty funny. Are we going full necromancy? Because the apprentice mages are a terrible thing to use as pets. But I could use, like, tier 1 goblins to pretty good effect, I imagine. Okay, can I reanimate the... Oh shit, you're right on my ass. Interesting. I think we can make this work in a fun way. How do we feel? I feel like yes. So we don't get loot if we raise a bunch of undead minions, I don't think. But we should be able to... I want to try to get these mares set up. Okay, actually, they are not moving the way that I want them to. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to try to pull maybe like one of the goblins and then start reanimating goblins, I think. So we're in the yellow. I'm going to back up a bit. Save this under caster nonsense. That doesn't work. So we've got some spellcasters over. That was very funny that it like peeked out, shot me, and then went back into cover. Alright, let's go ahead and reanimate this. So we're only healing that for like a tiny portion of its actual HP pool when we do that. Can I heal?
I'm not sure what it is.
Heal up. Take a look. These both have identical HP right now.
I'm not sure what it is.
I think I'm healing this. I think... this is gonna work. This is gonna be amazing. So we have a couple of goblins here, and our goal is to keep them alive. Goblin Shaman's dead. Here's the other one. There's our other goblin. All the goblins are just kind of dicking around with each other right now. This is all fine. Oop, hello. This one got up top. This is the Goblin King. Let's burn down the Goblin King first. The hope is that we can clear these out before our goblin dies, but there's no guarantee of that, unfortunately. Yeah, our goblin is going to go down, I think. Because the other goblin is just confused. If I was on turn-based mode, this would be easier, because on turn-based mode, I'd be able to... Okay. I'd be able to get the heals out every round.
I've never seen one.
But particularly in 6, because
I don't know.
in vanilla, like the reanimate spell doesn't make them like you anymore
I have no
that
idea.
they did initially. So
I don't know.
this is probably gonna get fucking wiped by that, but I'll try it. Unfortunately, our other zombie is fully confused. We need to get behind cover here. Okay, so one of our zombies is dead. We still have another one. We're gonna start healing this one back up. And this is gonna work fine. Unfortunately, not quite as fine as I'd like. Let's check. I don't think I can do this, but we'll find out. I can reanimate the same corpse again. Oh ho ho ho. Wait a second. If I can reanimate the same corpse multiple times, that changes everything. Will you please hit the target that I have the cursor over? Alright. So, I don't want to reanimate more enemies than I have to. I want to be focusing on... Did I even hit this thing? I feel like I'm getting blocked by my...
I've never seen
Okay, I think... No, we didn't quite get the kill there. That's too bad. Okay, we need to make sure that we have 10 SP. There we go. And then we rotate around. That's not gonna work. Okay, we got one more down. Oh, shit. Hey, friend. Wait, you're still alive? I do appreciate that this goblin being so close to them means that they're going to like default to heading toward there, and they don't have the ability to get to there. So it just results in like them dicking around doing nothing and accomplishing no thing. I just realized that there is a higher tier mage here. Shit. Alright, I was like, I just realized there's no top tier mage. I'm like, wait, no, that's not true. Okay, I can just barely see your hand. Okay, we're aggroing another set here, but that's okay. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, jeez. It's a boss. That boss might just kill me outright. We're gonna pull back so that we can save. Because we've put a lot of progress into this now, and I want to get things saved up. Alright, can I just blast you from here? Can you blast me from here? No. Let's see. Peasants have the ability to class change later, right? As someone who always plays Deprived on Dark Souls, you know, it makes sense to me to do a full peasant run, you know? Let's see. Let's reanimate you again so that I can just fixate this one. It's very confusing why you don't do what I want you to do. I'm actually going to check something here. As long as that goblin is the closest, I'm curious if I can just stand here and they won't hit me because they're aggroed on someone that they don't have line of sight to. They're not aggroed on me.
Too easy. Got it.
Like, I'm not concerned about them coming to me. I'm concerned about them turning and just shooting me. But it looks like they can't even do that. Wild. Spellcasters be like. Does the audio sound messed up to you all? It feels like there's like an overlapping audio issue of some sort. Learn Stone Skin?
I don't.
Wait, can I cast Stone Skin? I can cast Stone Skin. Stone Skin is an expert level spell. Oops.
I have no idea.
That's super interesting, huh? Let's fucking go. Oh, the necromancy strats. Kamanatin returning to roots. Firebolt hits for a total of 50 damage? Firebolt isn't an AoE.
Yes!
That goblin is still just chilling there, so I think we're safe still. Oh my god. This is just gonna be ruinous. Okay, so we need to have... We can basically dedicate one bottom tier enemy as our dedicated reanimate target. In addition, their max HP isn't set by the reanimate. It's just a matter of how much HP they get off the bat. So if I can get my healer, if I can get Lodazol up to a good level... Wait, are you regenerating or something? I didn't heal you this much. I didn't heal them that much. I don't know why they're so high now. So then we can basically just start plowing through the thingamabobbers. We've got another boss here. I was thinking that this was going to be really hard all of a sudden, and then it turns out, nope. You just have to become a god. Okay.
Bring on a bigger challenge.
You know, I was all annoyed with this goblin for getting itself caught in this corner and leaving its friend to die. I'm a lot less annoyed with this goblin now. I'm a lot less annoyed. You know what? I feel like maybe you had the right idea, friend. I feel like maybe you had the right idea. Ugh. Reanimate for the win.
I've never seen it before.
This also means that we should have an avenue into the thinger. So the island over there, if we can just kill an enemy on that island from the other side, we can probably clear out a good portion of the island with just like the one body on the coast. Who would have thought the cleric would be so useful, huh? This is amazing. Oh, life is good. Life is good. Hello, friend. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes. We're making some pretty good progress. Like, honestly, this feels like we'll be able to clear out this exterior without too much issue. And then once we get into the pirate cove, weirdly enough, in the pirate area, we could probably just reanimate the first 2 waves of pirates and then just stay nearby and wait, and they'll just murder. We'll just murder them for, you know, an EXP farm. That's a thing we could probably do. Yep. Well, this is amusing. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying seeing, like, we don't even need the kiting strats. We just need to, like, dedicate our lives to creating unlife, and everything will go joyously for us. Oh, hello, boss. Okay, so we've got a boss coming in. It should probably be close enough that we can just hide back here. Just stick behind our little goblin. And this is so funny. We might have actually gotten too far away from the boss. Let's see. So the boss is over there. My guess is that the boss is going to remain closer to the goblin than it is to me. Yeah, no kidding. Arthas could never. Let's see. Who am I thinking of? Who's the Lich King? Kel'Thuzad is the Lich. He's the Orc. Mal'Ganis is the vampire. Ooh, learn Fire Aura. Oh, learn Fire Aura. Ner'zhul, thank you. Ner'zhul could never. Ner'zhul doesn't have the chops for this high tier necromancer gameplay here.
I've never seen you before.
So funny.
I don't know.
Okay, I think. You know, I actually think we could probably handle this difficulty setting with the caster party. This is working pretty well. The big key is going to be getting that initial kill done. So, like, if you're thinking about, like, the opening to a dungeon, the big initial key is going to be getting a kill. Once you get a body on the floor somewhere, things get a lot more reasonable real fast, right? Like, there's a lot of things you can do to keep yourself alive once you have that first body made. The one issue that we have with this build is that we're playing with a party and a strategy that is not exactly incredibly gear dependent on the mode that gives us all the gear. Well, that's the thing, is that reanimation gives them some amount of HP, right? But you just heal them, right? So, like, the reanimation HP that they have is not the only HP that you have to play with, because it doesn't drop their max HP to that value, which is what I assumed that it did. It actually just drops. It basically heals them for that amount of HP. So you can just toss out healing at them with your cleric. So, like, and in theory, a cleric could do both, right? But you would prefer to do it with a different character, to do the reanimation with a different character, because if you do the reanimation with a different character, you can reanimate the corpse up to like 3 HP, and then immediately tag them with a huge heal that just pops them up to a huge amount of HP, right? So it feels to me like the limiter there would be how strong I could get the healing on my cleric more than anything else. And I'm very curious to see what ends up happening if I were to do a full run like this. We might dick around on this caster run, like, periodically over time, just out of curiosity. Because, like, I'm not replacing the melee run with this run, obviously. This is not, like, my new main run. But it's kind of fun, because, like, right now, that thing wasn't going to attack me. I didn't have to worry about it, because I have a goblin right here, which is the thing that it's trying to approach. So, like, as long as I have the goblin in between me and my enemies, like, it is an incredibly strong effect. Like, the way the AI works does not handle having, like, I don't know that it requires me to do a bit more. Like, objectively, this is... Because I'm just standing here, right? This can't hit me because it's closer to the goblin, right? So if I take a couple steps back, like, we basically gain, like, total imperviousness to any attacks, as long as we can get, like, a line of sight between the enemy and not me, but the summon that I have that's closest to it, because they can't hurt the summon. So, like, this thing I don't think can attack me, because it's not going to try to attack me. It's going to try to attack the goblin, and it can't get line of sight on the goblin because the bridge, or the dock. So I just realized that a dock is just a bridge to a temporary landmass. A dock is a bridge. It's a bridge to nowhere. Huh. A dock is just a bridge. So we do have to be a bit concerned. The way that these are rotating, it's very possible that that thing's going to get close enough to me to start shooting me. But it looks like we don't have to worry about that happening with the top tier. We just have to worry about it happening with these two now. That's done. Oh, man. Oh, this is so relaxing. Oh, it's so relaxing. And we have $5,000 available to us now. So we should be able to pick up Ascension on the people who need Ascension. We can pick up some more Meditate on Kumanatin, which would be handy for us. We can even equip weapons if we wanted. So which we probably should, right? Because we should equip weapons on everybody so that they can get the Fire Aura in play. Oh, am I? Who am I in range of? I'm just gonna get in here. We're gonna save the game. Let's see. We have a bolster level now in the other places. So I think now is the point where we disengage from here, and we're gonna go back to Might Magic 8. So let's loot everything, and once we've looted everything, we can move on. We've cleared sufficient. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't crack a cold one because I ran out of soda. Because my alarm for some reason did not go off this morning. So, oops. So my alarm didn't go off this morning. I only woke up at like 8:30, so I had like a really fast breakfast before starting stream. And so, but I didn't get more soda. Okay, let's train up. I think that makes sense to do. We're going to train up. We're going to get 10 more thinger here.
How about some training? Okay.
And do we keep pumping dark magic? I think we need to pump meditation for you. I think that's the thing that we need the most on you. We can try pumping whatever we want on you, honestly. You don't need meditation yet. I think I might actually just keep pumping body. Just pump body all the way to 6. And for you, we're going to pump earth to 6. We want to get these expert skills going as soon as we can. That being the case, we should get Expert Identify before we leave. So we're going to get Expert Identify, which I believe Expert Identify still only requires 4. So we can basically just pick that up. That's up here, I think. Yeah, we'll see if I can afford it. Okay. I don't think that the increased costs interact with the miscellaneous skills at all. I think the miscellaneous skills are just doing their own thing. So, we have a shield. Oh, shit. Okay. That's oh my, we found a legendary poleaxe of the dragon. I don't think we can equip this. I don't think anybody can use axes. That's so fucking funny.
Powerful.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody can use axes.
This is worthless.
Leave it.
I don't think anybody can use axes.
This is good.
I don't know what that is.
We're gonna go check whether we can pick up axe skill. I don't think we can. I don't think any of these classes can use axes. That is good. That is so good. Nobody can learn axe. Oh my god. That's so good. Oh, that's too funny. That's amazing. Oh my god. We haven't finished the very beginning of the game. If I had just made a Minotaur, if they had Fem Minotaurs so I could make Nalira my Elementalist, we would be able to use this, because I think that Minotaurs automatically can use axes. We could use this if we were able to make Nalira. The game's sexism is what I am blaming for the fact that I cannot use this. Oh, it doesn't. This one doesn't affect melee damage. Never mind then. We don't care about it. I mean, it would be 50 hit points. It would be 50 hit points, but that's fine. Okay, so
Sorry, can't help.
can't you?
I don't know.
I feel like
what
we
that is.
definitely want to identify that, actually. Okay, so we need to pick up shield skill for you. Let's pick up the shield skill, because that is 40 hit points. Do we need hit points? Do we need hit points? Who needs them? Not me. Okay, so what else? So we have this helmet that gives 45 HP and 20 personality and of doom. It's so fucking good. This item quadruples vitality on whoever I put it on. Personality. Okay, honestly, personality, Lyric. Lyric is the
Sorry,
the
can't
most
help.
bard adjacent character that I have in play here, I think. So, yeah. Sleep and unconsciousness immunity doesn't seem super important for me. We have int, endurance, and armor. Let's see, who should this go on? Probably... I will do this for you. You can wear that hat, I think, for now. We have this. Actually, we have 2 people who can use shields. So we have both Silria, who's a druid, and Lodazol. Lodazol can use shields too. So that'll eventually be handy, I guess. We have this identified. This gives 18 int and personality. Let's just give this to you, I guess. You have the staff skill, but you can't use it. You have the mace skill. You also have... Yeah, so that's the correct place to put that, I think. So we have a saber. I don't think I can use swords with anybody
can't help.
either. I cannot believe we have a legendary already. I can't believe we have a legendary already. I mean, I know it's a 50% higher chance, which is, like, that's a pretty big increased chance, but, like, we have just begun. And we have a legendary. And it is completely unusable. And that's very funny. Okay. Let's see.
Sorry,
I want to
can't
identify this cloak. I'm actually going to horseshoe you just to identify the cloak.
Ah, so powerful.
That's not terrible. It does give us HP regen. HP regen only matters for the people who have absurd amounts of HP. So weirdly, I'm just going to slap this on Lyric because Lyric has an absurd amount of HP compared to everybody else. Yeah, it'll make a great wall hanger. That is true. That is true. Let's see. Right. The other thing that we got is Fire Aura. And I think Fire Aura Adds 26 fire damage to any attack. So, we need to have a weapon on everybody. Okay, we need to have a weapon on everybody, but I will say this is some caster bullshit, and I feel like since this is some caster bullshit, do you think these people are going to equip unenchanted weaponry? Like, ew. That sounds very low class. That's some proletarian bullshit. And as dedicated spellcasters, we do not stand the proletariat in this house. If it isn't magic, I won't equip it. Exactly. If it ain't fancy, it ain't equipable. This is a swift club, but it is also a club. So I feel like even though this is magic and I could use it, it is also a club, and I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to use clubs either. Right? Clubs are not fancy. Oh, we have a nice cloak here. This gives int and luck. Let's go ahead and equip that on you. And that gives us a decent bit of extra boost. Yeah, clubs are for peasant runs. Let's see here, or for any other run, honestly, just not the incredibly unproletarian run that we're doing right now. Okay, I think I need to get. What do we want to get? Do we want to get Ascension? We could get ourselves in big trouble with Ascension. Do we want to get ourselves in big trouble with Ascension? Let's get ourselves in big trouble with Ascension. So let's.
Can we assist you?
Learn Ascension, which is not here.
Luck be with you.
Ascension is in the other place. Over here.
It is closed.
Never mind, you're closed. Let's see here. So what else do we need to do before we leave? I have some money to spend. Oh, is it the training hall? I thought it was the magic shop. That's not the training hall.
How about some training?
Oh, I was actually thinking of the wrong thing anyway. Ascension is not what I was thinking of. But we can pick up Ascension on people. You cannot pick up Ascension. That's interesting. Ascension is... No, Ascension is the one that I was thinking of. Okay, so... This is not Ascended, which is very good, because if this was Ascended already, we'd be in deep shit. So, we need to get that to 2 to ascend it. I think we want to ascend everybody else once we level up again. We don't want to ascend Komanaten. Let's see. Okay, call death. Do we pick up... Yeah, we'll pick up the shield skill just because we can. This will give us one less character who can just be insta-gibbed by level 1 enemies. So, let's do that.
Come back soon.
So, I have the ability to... Actually, I can check if the Elementalists can learn it too. They cannot. But we will learn... Oh, wait, it wouldn't matter. You can't use a fucking shield. What am I thinking? Okay, we will sell this and this and this. Honestly, it's tempting to not even allow myself to sell stuff because that doesn't seem
Come back
very...
soon.
What, you expect me to engage in a financial transaction that gets me money? No, I should just be born with wealth, right? Okay, we've got the shield equipped. With 77 max HP, we now have 2 people who can probably take a single hit from some of the enemies, but not any of the bosses. We're popping to Jadaim. So, in Jadaim, our goal here is basically just to get a single level and then immediately leave for Might Magic 7. This is medicine, which is not a thing that we need. We could get a lot of money here, actually, I think. Because we have the cargo. So we're going to save this under caster nonsense. Well, I was thinking we would just throw it away, but we're going to leave here fast by cheating, probably. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I actually don't know what to tell you. We're gonna do something over here. I'm gonna try to clear out this pack because we've got multiple bosses on our side here, and if we just clear out this pack quick, we'll have an easier time. We're not gonna get a ton of experience out of this.
No match for me.
We got the Corsair down. Which is pretty cool. Okay, it looks like there's several bosses here. I'm not actually sure who's going to win this fight, because we know that there's 2 bosses on the Lizardman side. On the plus side, they don't have any ranged attacks, so I can be very confident. As long as I don't get killed there. It looks like the pirates are very handily winning this fight, actually. A little bit concerning. Okay, luckily that Lizardman captain is regenerating. We have... Is this 2 Adamantite Corsairs? What the fuck? Oh god. Oh, the regenerator's dead. That's a concern. The thing about this is fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, we're still fine. Okay, some slight mistakes were made. So, I was thinking that was going to be easy peasy, and it was not. I think we can just walk over there, honestly. Do we actually fight here at all, or do we actually just turn in a quest and immediately get a level and leave for 7? Let's find out. Because I think it'll be funny to get into 7 and then immediately be like, ah, yes, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. That's not the place that I thought it was. Let's go here. I also haven't rolled for who's going to get the things, so... So we need to just talk to Froderick. Okay, hopefully he didn't have anything else that he needed to click on, because if he did, then I'm in trouble. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. Okay, did we get a level? We have not. Okay. We have gotten 0.86 levels. So our bolster level in Might and Magic 7 might actually get to Thinger before we basically even left the start here. Which would be pretty funny. Do we have a place that we want to just jump over to? I feel like we might be able to make that run. We probably can't, but I feel like we should be able to make it. That doesn't seem that far. Let's see. House of Krivik. At the very least, we should be able to get to there. How do we want to handle this? Okay, that's a reflecting Corsair, which is not going to be easy for us to deal with. That is, some might say, the bane of my existence.
I don't know.
I think we're going to be in trouble here, friends. Nope. We're going to be in deep shit here, I think. Okay, we need to get out. How are we on XP? We're not where we need to be, which we haven't gotten any experience at all, actually. That's interesting. We can hit these from here. And we're in the green now. Let's see the caster nonsense save. Oh, right! We can actually do the thing request. So we're going to run through here. I forgot about the thing request. That gives us free XP. So, if we just run this way... We have the portal quest we can do, which gives us some XP, but we also have the potions quest. So, we can actually just jump over here, and... That gives us bolster level of 3 in my Magic 7, so we skipped right over it. Do we want to reload for that? I think we do. We're going to reload for that because we don't want to get that much. We want to get 1 level each time. So we are going to have to kill some things because the quests are going to give us too much experience. Okay, we have a single pirate coming our way.
He's toast.
How are we doing on EXP? I feel like most likely what I'd like to do here is I'd like to just loot all the chests. Are there any chests over there? I feel like there aren't. How are we doing? We're still at 0.87, so those are not giving us a ton of EXP. So give me a second. Pop onto... There's a chest over here, right? I think there's a chest over here. So we're going to check to make sure there's a chest so that it's worth bothering to do. Walk straight at them until I see. There is a chest there. Perfect. We're going to go to the other side of this. Just think how useful it would be to have water walking. And we could get water walking. We don't need expert for water walking because we have an elementalist in the party. So the elementalist can randomly learn it, I think, so we might be able to get a water walking build up. I don't want to have to do reanimate here because I'm not going to be getting very much loot. And everything here is a melee, so we shouldn't really need it. Okay, we have space. Unfortunately, we would have more space if I didn't fuck that up. God damn it. That was unfortunate. I fucked up the poll because I was like, oh, are we going to run out of space? If I had just kept hitting them, I would have been fine. They're not super fast yet, so yeah, On the plus side, we're not going to have to go to the temple for quite a while yet. Because we still have, like, a billion things to do first. I can't believe we've already found a legendary. That's wild. A level 1 legendary. It's a thing of true beauty. Oh shit. Wasn't paying attention. I was like, where'd the blue one go? Okay, we're gonna rotate around them. Oh, we're gonna fail to rotate around them, apparently. Not far enough away for that, but we're gonna try it anyway. There we go. All set. How are we doing on EXP? Okay, we're very, very close, by which I mean we're done. We've got every enemy that we're going to kill killed for now. We're gonna be real, you know, hard asses about this. Okay, this is a thing that's gonna happen. There's the disadvantage that Might and Magic 7, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to do with very little bolster. So there is the question of whether it is actually better to ping back and forth between here and 6 just to get a couple of levels of bolster into 7. But I think it's probably better to just go for 7 and call it a day. Alright, we're going to basically try to run through here. All the chest loot is already set. So since the chest loot's set, we want to loot all the chests before we move on. Okay, health is good. Got a cure disease scroll. Chain dagger. Magic dagger. Ooh, magic dagger with body damage on it. Very good. Okay. Sleep into consciousness immunity. Okay, we're gonna try to get out of here without dying, and we failed. We're gonna try this again. Try this again. We should have this. We just need to do a better job. We almost had it. We almost had it. We're going to approach from a different angle so that they're all on screen at the same time. Because it cost us time having to turn there. And that time might have actually been lethal there. Ooh, actually, because of the type of run we're doing, we might allow ourselves to equip bows. As long as it's a magic bow, I think we should be able to use it. I was thinking about it when I was looking at the skills list earlier, but I think that makes sense to me. Okay. Is that everything? I think that's all 4. We're gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna rotate over here. We're gonna jump onto the teleporter, and that gets us in the green. So we're immediately in the green. Whew. We can save it under caster nonsense. Okay, what is this a game of? Might. Do we have... What is it? What kind of resist is it? Is it body resistance? I don't think we have body resistance, right? Okay, we don't have enough might for that. Wait, we could though. Game of Might requires 30 might, probably. Or 25 or something like that. It's not going to require that much might. Do we have anybody who has any boosts? You have 12, so you have a plus what, 17? Plus 17 might. Is that going to be enough? I guess we'll find out.
There's no room. I can't fit anymore.
We also have other items in our inventory that may or may not have light on them. That's enough, probably. Okay, you can't do it because you're a dragon. But everyone else can get 3 skill points, which is very, very powerful. This is sleep and unconscious immunity. It is only AC. Does it count as magic if it's only AC? I don't know. That feels to me like it's just like a slightly better quality shield, right? I mean, it does give you immunity to sleep and unconscious, but, you know, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That feels almost like it's not really magic. It's not the right kind of magic. You know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down here? It's like low-class magic for peasants. And are we peasants? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is not how we roll. Actually, if we're gonna do like the full, like, you know, the full, like, whatchamacallit, like, atas is the wrong word. Dickishly anti-proletarian. Snobbish. If we're gonna do the snobbish run, it actually makes a lot of sense to start as peasants first, because, like, a lot of the people who are the most snobbish are the people who won that lottery. So, what are we gonna do to get... I pulled myself up on my bootstraps, and you can too. And the fact that you didn't demonstrates that you are morally inferior to me. You know, that kind of person. that kind of vibe. Okay, so there isn't another teleporter on this island. Well, I guess what we're gonna do first is we're gonna find out if we go across here, do we die? If we can cross here without dying, I think we might be okay.
Ow! Ow! Tis but a scratch.
That's not... It's not that bad. Honestly, it's not terrible. So, we need to look for other chests, right? So the other chest that we would want to get is... There's some chests on the island over here, I think? Unless those chests don't appear at the start. Do those chests only appear when the structure is made? I can probably see them from the things, from the shore, so we'll find out. So, we're going to pop over to Jadane, and we would want to loot all the chests there if possible. We could try to get the artifact out of the tree without dying. That could be fun. Because we're getting to Jadame and then we're immediately leaving. But preferably we want to loot the chests before we leave. So we'll have to see. Let's see. Where is this? So that is the library. Library is not what I'm looking for. We're in the wrong place. We're way too far north. Okay, we're going to save this. We're going to jump down here. And I just need to get within range to get vision on this. Except I don't, actually. Because I need to I need to check the thing. I don't think it's there, because if it was there, we would have looted those, and they weren't looted when we came in. We haven't looted that chest, though. There's a chest that we started clearing toward, but we didn't finish clearing, and so because we didn't finish clearing, we didn't actually loot the chest. We're going to loot the chest without clearing to it now. So that's what we're going to do. Do we want to double speed? Probably not without torchlight. Do we have torchlight? We have torchlight. Okay, we can keep torchlight active. And gonna go over here. Okay. Our goal is to get sort of a basic, like, comprehension of what our thinger is going to look like. Our max bolster is going to look like. We're basically clearing out these places, but we do also want to make sure when we're clearing that we do prefer to pick up the... It's not like we're losing anything permanently by not picking up these items, but if we don't pick up these items, we're not going to get them until later on, and it's going to be the same items, and it's preferable to just have them immediately. Oh, there's 2 chests here. That's excellent. All right, we're going to actually pull these to the other side of this if we can. Oh, jeez. That was pretty funny. Was not expecting that. Alright. That's fine. We're going to just pop over here. Going to try to... I'm going to try to just rotate in there. I don't think that this is going to work. But on the plus side, if we do get to here, we can actually just jump in the water if we need to. So we just need to get the enemies split up enough that works. Should I try pulling them to this side and then rotating around the other way? I'm not sure how well this will work. This would be so much easier if I could kill them, but I can't kill them because we need to max out the bolster, you know? So we need to try to get across this side. Nope, we're not even aggroing the ones that are next to the chest. I don't think that we're going to be able to pull them away that way in any meaningful way. We're gonna make a couple more attempts at this. This might not realistically be feasible without using some form of crowd control, and I already ate the corpse. So we would need to drag them somewhere else. I guess I've got a corpse here. I don't really want to use these corpses for this. I don't want to use these bodies for this. Isn't there a chest right here? Yes, there is. Okay.
I can't fit anymore.
Okay. It's a non-magical staff, so garbage. Okay, run away. Wrong character. Concerning. They're still on us. Okay, how much money do we have? We have 5 grand. Okay. So one thing that we're going to run into that's a fairly major issue over the course of these runs is the fact that we have I don't remember what I was gonna say. One thing that I was thinking about in the time immediately up to there was that we do have We don't have any non-projectile attacks. So we can't really do any corner plays. Like, realistically. There's no, like... I guess we can with sparks. So, for certain dungeons, we might have to rely on sparks. Okay, we're going to save this. We're going to see if we can get across.
'Tis but a
If we can get across here... without fully dying... which we did. So, the key here is going to be loading up caster nonsense and getting your hit points lower and your hit points lower. You don't need to reduce your hit points actually. The only person who died was you, right? I actually don't want the endurance though, so we'll get rid of this. So, actually, do we want the endurance? The endurance is going to give us a bigger bulwark against damage. It doubles the damage that I take and triples the... Yeah, I think that's a better deal. Having it versus not having it, I think that having it is better, especially since that's the person with regen. Okay. Anybody else with an HP item? You. You don't need an HP item. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Save it up. We can just run over here now. And it does seem like there's going to be some variance here. If I activate this teleporter, do I get a bunch of experience? No. Okay, so we can now use this teleporter to come back and forth. Troll racial. What's troll racial? The damage variance? Oh! Oh, shit, yeah. That's a considerable amount of water resistance. Cool beans.
It is closed.
Okay, so from here, we can get to Ravenshore. And in Ravenshore,
Anchors away.
we can kill absolutely nothing. But we can loot whatever we can loot. And you need to get Disarm Trap up. And I should have gotten Disarm Trap up earlier. But on the plus side, we at least have it in okay position. Is Disarm Trap a thing that we do at Dagger Wound? Is that where that is? We should have done it in 6. Oh wait, we can just go back to 6. We can just walk to 6. Let's just go to 6 and get Disarm Trap Expert before we dick around here. That'll give us an effective skill of what, like 16? With a plus... Oh wait, we only have plus 3, right? No, we only have plus 2. I thought we had a plus 3 item. Huh. I don't know why it's only giving us plus 2. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, we're going to... Excuse me. We're going to pop back in Denroth. And the disarm person is not up there. Wait, disarm trap is not here. I'm a dope. Never mind. So let's go back to Jane. Thank you. And yeah, let's just loot all the chests and see how things go from here. We have a dagger that we can equip on one of the dagger users. That does have like body magic damage or something.
This is useful.
Sorry. Ah, so powerful.
That's plus 4 disarm. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, it's not a huge deal because I don't think it's going to come into play here. But it's good to have it fixed. That is not a real chest. I think there's a chest at the top of here, right? I think someone establish that at some point. We don't have the perception to loot the things there, but we should be able to sneakily get quite a few things. Oh, that's concerning. We are not in the green, we are in the yellow. We're still in the yellow. Hello, friend, how's it going? Where is that thing? Did I go out too far? Is that what happened? I guess I must have. Yeah, as long as we can climb up before enemies start aggroing, I think we'll be fine. Is it the top of this? It's right there. Okay, perfect. So we can grab this chest. Oh shit, this is actually a really powerful chest.
What is it?
Sorry, no room.
Okay,
Oh.
we're in
I'm
business.
Not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it is. Great.
We're gonna start having
I'm not
access
sure
to
what
like
it is.
actual gear once we've leveled into it. Very nice. I approve of this. Oh right, I can equip the stuff again. Okay, so save under caster nonsense. That is some plate armor that we cannot equip. Wow. Remember how long it took for us to find like a high tier plate armor in the previous run? We were using like the garbage tier plate for the entire game, basically. I remember that. Okay. Okay, we have another chest here. We can save this.
Leave it.
Rusted chain. Nothing else. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this spot. Oh, shit! I wasn't expecting you to be in that direction, my friend. This is concerning. Oh, hello. We have a chest. And a swapper. Okay. We need to get past this thing. We're not gonna be able to grab that chest there. So we had a chest. We're not gonna be able to get it though. Not without killing things. And we're still in Might Magic 8. We can't kill anything right now. Is the thing. Okay, we're back in the green. We can't kill anything until we come back. When we come back, we can figure out how we want to organize this stuff, but for right now, we're limited to non-experience granting activities. So just like looting chests and stuff like that we can do, but we can't do anything else. So we can pick up horseshoes. Let's go pick up the horseshoes before I forget about it. And it's Monday. Hey, you know, we could do Endless Arena. The Endless Arena is not tied in to the bolster mechanic. So we could actually do the Endless Arena before we leave. Could we handle the first level of it? I feel like we could, actually. I feel like we could handle the first level of Endless Arena. make that work. Okay, can I find the thing that I'm looking for without dying? Is it on this side somewhere? I think it might be this tree. It's not this tree. Where is it? I actually don't remember where this tree is. It's near the coast, right? I think it's near the edge of the water. But I actually don't remember for sure. I mean, we had a tree that said tree there. And another tree that says tree right here. Oh boy. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay.
I can't help you.
Okay, we've got where the tree is. So we just need to actually tag the tree and get out. That's what we're looking for. We can probably aggro these without too much risk. Potentially. Oh shit. Okay. How did I just hit a central warrior? Was I shooting the other direction? Fuck. I got tagged by this pack leader, it looks like. I'm pretty close to being able to get this done, I think. We just need to... I think I need to hug this wall as far as possible. And get ourselves to here. From
so
here,
powerful.
we have quite a few
Sorry,
nice
can't
things,
help.
including relic leather armor that I think is caster leather. So, the question becomes now, how do I get to safety from here? So we can save the game. Let's save it under danger. We can start using our normal saves. Oh boy. Ooh, deep shit. How the fuck am I gonna cross? I can't cross, but I also can't not cross. We have a concern. Okay. We came to this side. We can't go to Alvar because we don't want to load the chests in Alvar. Oh, actually, this should be fine. Actually, this should be fine. We have one enemy that we need to pass by. And we have a bunch of centaurs that we need to dodge the range attacks of. Those are the two things that need to happen. You can cast Stone Skill. So let's do that. Okay, unfortunately, we're going to get... Okay, that's a bad pull. Do we want to... Let's try going to the bridge itself. I can't jump, so I can't just jump off the bridge. I don't think that's going to work. How the fuck am I gonna make this work? I guess I could try to just run around them all, but I'm feeling like I'm gonna get tagged at some point, right? We made it through. I think they're faster than me, though. So, I don't think there's any guarantee that we get... We need to hope that the peasant doesn't die before... How are we feeling? Where's the peasant? Because those direwolves were definitely attacking a peasant. We're going to cast Wizard Eye. I don't see any yellow. I don't think they've killed that person. So, I think we're actually okay here.
Haven't seen one before.
Okay, I think we got out. We got in, we got out. Let's go. Mission successful. So now we have gotten all of the important loot from here, and we need to do some inventory maintenance. Oh, it's already 12:24. So we're going to equip this dagger on you. That gives us a... This doubles our spell damage, it looks like. Not too bad. You can use... What type of weapon? You can use a staff.
I don't know what that is.
Do we have any that
not
you
sure
can
what it
actually
is.
use?
Never seen before.
We do need to pick up the bow skill because we can. That'll give us access to a +4 to alchemy, but it's not really that important, I don't think. This is a spear, right? This is a magic spear, but it does only increase accuracy. I don't know if that counts as magic for our purposes. So, how's our int? We're gonna just... We can't do it on you. We do need to find more shiny items. Because
I'm
we
not sure
have
what
a
it is.
slight problem with our dragon. So how are we going to do this? We'll just slap this on you for now. That's fine. And we have gauntlets.
What is it?
We have a bunch of stuff that we can't use yet.
Who knows?
We have a bunch of stuff that's unidentified. We have a high tier book of learning, which will hopefully be something useful.
I'm not sure what it is.
How are we doing on? So we're one level away from being able to use that. The disarm skill increase is not going to be super handy for us, considering that the person who has disarm
Sorry, can't help.
can't equip those. But I think that'll do it. Okay, we're still looking for, what, a mace? We're looking for a mace for you. And that'll increase our damage output by quite a bit. We need to find some useful stuff for you, and I need to figure out how we're gonna do this. We could start using sparks actually, but I think. Oh, you can get to GM. Well, you started with identify item. I didn't need to learn the identify item skill. I was wondering why I couldn't learn identify item on Thildrak. Well, that's not going to come back to bite me in the ass, to be certain. Okay, I think we're golden. I think that I might actually end things a little bit early here. My wife is still homesick, and I'm going to just get... Because I think we're now at the point where we can just pop into Might Magic 7 and see what happens there. So I think this is a good place to end things for our caster nonsense save. And tomorrow we can figure out whether we want to go further into this save or whether we want to continue on with our Healy save. We'll just have to see. It'll depend on what mood I'm in tomorrow, I think. So that's going to be it for today. So thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure stream for you today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow when, we'll either be reanimating or stabbing things. We'll find out. Later, folks.